Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Bruce here. Stock Markets with Bruce. We're here for the afternoon show. I was just thinking about this about like 30 seconds ago. I was just mentioning to Jen, something's not right. Something's weird. Something's not, something's off. And then I realized, oh, I'm not in front of the whiteboard. I'm in front of my set. The whiteboard is over there, and I'm sitting over here. But today I'm going to do the show from here. And sorry, welcome all to the final hour of trading here on August 23rd, 2021. It's Monday, and I'm glad you're here. What is happening out there? We want to know. Is there anything good going on? Matterport is up 2 cents a share. That's right, it is up. How about that? We'll take the gains. Thank you, Matterport. Welcome back to the green side of the ledger. Nice to have you here. Showing Robinhood up 343 to 4607. I'm showing SoFi up 38 cents to 1442. It looks like SoFi backed off all the way back down to about 1422, but came back on again. Now we're at 1441, 42, high of 1450 here on 10 million volume. Nice to see it back. GameStop 582 is the gain right now at 165.12. It was higher at one point today. It reached 167.29. Come off a couple of dollars from its high today. ATIP now up 7 cents to 395. It has had a nice little shot here. It was sitting around, it looks like it was sitting around 385.86. And then in the span of 10 minutes, it looks like it moved up about a dime here on 836,000 shares. So welcome back, ATIP. Don't stop now. Go to 20 bucks a share and make my people very happy. AMC up 283 to 37.24, holding gains all day. Matterport now 13.95, up 2 cents. It has battled its way back. Matterport was as low as 13.41 this morning, right on the first 30 minutes. And then slowly but surely has been coming on. And the last hour and a half has been just under the 13, just under the break-even line. Now it's 13.95. So come on, baby. Let's keep it going. 23andMe, not a happy story yet. Low of the day, 821, now 844. But it looks like 23andMe is trying to break a little higher, which means it might be at the highest level since 10 o'clock this morning here if it can go up another nickel or so. So it's right on the edge of breaking out to maybe come back. I don't know. I work so hard on this thing. Fifth wall acquisition up 5 cents to 11.65. Today is the day. The shareholder vote should have gone through by now. This should now be smart rent. I think today's the day. Meeting of holders and special purpose meeting today. Yep, today's the day. This should be done. So let's see if we can go to the moon from here, please. Thank you very much. And then Vector Acquisition holding all day, 10.93 now, up 46 cents, doing good. And Spire been down all day, still down 59 cents to 8.46. Kind of wonder what's going on there. And then Sextera, funny day. It was like I had a little shot to 8.10 this morning. We all got excited. It was up a dime. And it went down to 7.93. Then it got up to 8.59. It's now 8.29. It's up 26 cents on 146,000 shares. That's it. I mean, we're talking real quiet, but it's up. So we'll take the gain, and we're not giving it back. And there you have it. That's the deal. The dealio right here, right now. Otherwise, beyond that, Vanek is having a great day, up 750 to 263, almost at 264. Home Depot down a buck. IBM up 86 cents. Dow is up 268. Microsoft up 56 cents, now up 59. Apple up $1.77, going higher, 149.96. You Apple holders of put a call, so you're going to make money. It's going higher. If you've written any puts against Apple, you're going to make money. Tesla up $28. Bed Bath & Beyond up 57 cents. BlackBerry up 53 cents. Royal Caribbean up $1.90. Norwegian up 99. Carnival up 85. These cruise shares aren't going very far from here. Amazon up $73 today, up $5 on Facebook. Alphabet up 68 bucks. Very good day. JP Morgan up $2. Cisco up 40 cents. Nvidia up 11. Goldman up 651. Nice. No complaint. We got the Dow up 270. We got S&P up 46. We have NASDAQ up 244. that is where we're at right now on this whole dealio, and that's it. That's it. What do you think about this Jackson Hole meeting? It's not going to happen. It's going virtual now. It's not a physical meeting, so it's just going to be a bunch of talking heads, and I see no way, period, that interest rates are going higher. Not a chance. Not a chance. There you go. Anyway, there's the deal. Welcome all to the show here, to the channel this afternoon. Glad you could pop in and see us. Trying to stay on top of this market, see what's going on here. There we go. Thank you for the 62 thumbs ups already. You guys are rocking the world on fire. We have 202 people watching. We have 62 thumbs ups. I dare you to give me 38 right now. Give me 38 thumbs ups. Come on, you guys. Give me 38 thumbs ups. Get me to 100. Come on. Your stocks are up. Let's go. 164.60 on GameStop, up 5.30 a share. Oh my goodness. Oh, the trials, the tribulations. Come on. Anyway, we're working on. What else is going on here? Let's see. Uncle Bruce, you lose so much members lately because of your stocks, and maybe I'm losing impatient investors. Maybe that's what it is. Investors that aren't investors at all. Maybe the people that are leaving this channel are flippers, day traders, looking for desperate answers for desperate situations. I get it. I totally get it. Happened to me as a broker as well. You'd open up accounts for people who you talk to about their long-term investment objectives, and they go, yeah, yep, that's what I want, yeah, Then you make some recommendations, they go, oh, okay, yeah, and they buy them, yeah, and then a month later, they're selling out and walking away, and you're wondering what happened, and then you find out, over time, oh yeah, they've gone to 5 different brokerage firms in the last, 6 months, and they're looking for the big home run ball. No broker ever gives them the home run ball, and so they pack up and leave. Go elsewhere. Happens all the time. Happened in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. It's still going on. People are just, I want a winner. I want it now, and I want you to kind of call me. Could you call me about 5 minutes before the stock takes off? Because I got about 5 minutes, and I'd really like that, and we can be friends. And there you go. Not impatient here. Some leaving because of politics. That is true too. Yes, that is true. Yes, there's a real reason for that exodus, and good riddance. If you can't handle business and reality, and you think I'm political, you're lost. You are really gone, because you've got to understand reality encompasses everything. You can't not talk about certain things if you're trying to cover business and the reaction to the markets and the reaction to whatever. And if you think I'm a political talker, you have no idea. I mean, there are YouTubers out there that only talk politics. I mean, my goodness. Have fun. Anyway, there it is. We'll follow you all the way through, holding till I'm green, then I'll sell. Anyway, thank you everybody for being here. Nice to have you here. In Uncle Bruce we trust. Thank you guys. Nice to have you here today. We're doing okay today, I guess we could say. The Dow is approaching highs again. Said like a true Canadian. We're going back up again. Sound like Mike Myers. Here we are, the Dow now. The high of the Dow, the all-time high, 35,631. We're at 35,383. So what's that, 250 points? That's it. Another 250 points, new all-time high for the Dow. That's nothing. We're up 260 right now. So yeah, we could be here this afternoon. We could be here tomorrow morning right on the opening, tomorrow afternoon. Who knows when? But the Dow is going to go higher. Oh, there's no doubt about that. It's definitely going higher. IBM up 86 cents, talking about going higher. Yay, IBM. Robinhood 45.90 up 326. SoFi 14.37 up 34 cents. There you have it. ATIP up 7 cents to 3.95. Break that $4 barrier, and then break 5 and break 6 and break 7 and just keep going. Thank you very much. Matterport 13.94 right now. That's where we're at, kids. What can I say? Trying to stay on top of these wild and wacky markets. And let's see what happens. I just saw something on CNBC just before I started the show. It was talking about something about how new investors are finding out about the markets and doing their due diligence and getting involved in the marketplace. And found it interesting that people are saying that a high percentage of new first-time traders in the last year and a half are finding their information from the internet. They're finding information from social media. I'd like to say hi, everybody that's found the market because of me, or you're investing in the market because of yours truly. Fantastic. I couldn't be more pleased, more happy about it. I'm hoping a lot of you are learning a lot about the markets as time goes by, as you're listening to what I'm saying and you're following my plain English description of what's happening in the market. Hope it's working for you, and I hope you can make a lot of dough out there. If I'm able to help you figure out your own path, fabulous. I'm a happy guy. And if any of my lessons have helped you at all, the lessons that are on my website, check them out at stockmarketswithbruce.ca. Check them out, and I hope they make a difference for you too. Fantastic stuff. I'm thrilled. In Bruce we trust. Oh, thank you guys. Man. Let's see. SPACs are a new thing. Everyone's still feeling on how they behave on release. Where's the whiteboard? How could I differentiate between the morning and the afternoon without the whiteboard? Uncle Bruce taught us a lot about options. I think you're right. I only do diligence in archival newspapers at the public library. Oh, man. Ivan, question. If I place a put, what does that mean? Is it for a higher strike price than the value of the share, or lower strike price than the share? Anyone? Ivan, what does it mean when you place a put? What does that mean? We're not sure what's going on here. You got to help us here. Uncle Bree, I have October SoFi 17 through 45 strikes. Is it still good? I have an October SoFi 17 through 45 strikes. Anyone know what that means? There is language being used that I'm not familiar with. I hope you're taking that $10 a month and buying more GameStop. We heard any new lately on MTTR, on Matterport? Just last week, last couple weeks, financials came out. It's now a publicly traded company. There's a lot to be heard from, but nothing yet. Was that your rotary wall phone? No, that's Jennifer has her phone that sounds like a rotary phone. She's got a sound thing that makes it doesn't do it. Uncle Bruce is going to get several 100,000 plaques from YouTube because of his sub fluctuation. I'll line them all up. Why not? Anyway, what can I say? Let's see. I think he's going to sell a put, and you want the strike lower. He's going to sell a put, and you want the strike lower than the market so they could exercise right away. Maybe. There's all kinds of reasons to write him in certain ways. Let's see. John, poor Ilian thought stocks are instant money rewards. John, dude, angry much? Get over it. It's a marathon, not a sprint. There you go. It is what it is. Again, thank you all of you for catching up to this channel today, catching up with this YouTuber. As I say, I hope I've been able to help some of you become more informed traders, investors, learning some due diligence and stuff like that. Thank you all. I'm going to shift over to members only. And thank you, everybody. Members only chat is on. Thank you, all of you who are members. Appreciate it. Love that you're here. There goes that phone again. Oh, yeah, Jen's just freaking out. Jen can't stand it when her phone rings and I'm on the air. She can't stand it, but then she laughs, goes, oh, what am I supposed to do? Anyway, it is what it is. Thank you, everybody. We have 134 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. I knew you'd come through for me. You'd get me right to 100 right off the bat. Here we are at 135 now. This is beautiful. If you're able to throw a thumbs up on this show, hit it right now. Let's get some momentum into this final hour trading. Let the world know we're on. We're here. We're talking about stocks that they should be following. They should be following and adoring the stocks that we follow and adore too. SoFi, GameStop, ATIP, Matterport, 23andMe, Fifth Wall, Vector, Spire, Sextera, Vanek, Home Depot, IBM, Microsoft, Apple. They should be in love with these stocks. Absolutely. Goldman Sachs, of course, the $700 stock that's only $402. These are the stocks people should be following. And if they're following this channel, they'll get to know all about these companies. And we have 148 thumbs ups now. And they're coming in. I thank you very much. Keep them coming on. And let's let the world in on what's going on over here. Yes. What can I say? Ivan, you're going to need to watch you got to watch my classes, buddy. You're asking questions that are so basic about options. You got to watch my classes. You are in no way are you ready to do any options trading because you don't know what you're talking about. You don't even know what the terms mean. You got to watch my classes. You're not ready. Yeah, that's kind of, wow, that's kind of scary. He blows right by a simple question I asked him about the whiteboard. He won't even answer a question about the whiteboard, Bruce. I think I mentioned it already. I mentioned it that it's just over there. And Jen and I were just talking about a few minutes ago. And I decided I would set up the show here. I kind of just, here I am. So we'll do the whiteboard tomorrow. What can I say? Anyway, okay. Uncle Bruce, I cashed in my first trade last Friday, 2 weeks ago, did GME 150 and sold when it goes shades. It's something, it sounds good, but I don't know what it means, but it sounds good. Uncle Bruce, I have October strikes on SoFi. Is it still good? Your contracts are still in existence till October. I guess. Are you far out of the money? Are you asking me a question like, hey, man, you told me to buy, like you told me. No, I indicated that there's possibilities of options that you can trade, and this is not financial advice, and you can decide what you want to do, and you want to look at long-term contracts is the way I would do it. And I would suggest that you look at January or longer options. You chose to buy October's. Are you out of the money? Is that the story? Or is the stock here? The options are here, and October is here, and you're wondering, are you going to be all right? I'm your saver. Can I prognosticate your salvation because you bought contracts that I didn't tell you to buy in October when you really should be buying further up? I don't know. How's that for an answer? No one knows. We hope so. We feel good about SoFi, very good about SoFi. I love SoFi. And I think anyone who owns SoFi will make money if you stick around. But will it make money today and tomorrow and the day after tomorrow? For you, that I can't answer. It's up 35 cents today. That much I can say for certainty. It's up 35 cents right now at 14.39. And I think it can go a ton higher than this. A ton higher. So stick around and enjoy the show. I hope you can do so. Bruce, care to take a stab at my question you missed this morning regarding company buyouts? Company A buys Company B, which I own. The stock jumps from 16 to 80. What are some scenarios for me to get out of the stock? Well, if you are long stock and you get a takeover offer, the stock will likely go right up to almost 99% of that price on the open market. It'll just start trading there. You've got stock in the company. You can sell it anytime you want. You can sell it for, let's say the offer is $80. Sell it $79.90 and take a walk. You don't have to wait for the vote. You don't have to do anything. If you wait because you think maybe there's a second offer coming from somebody else, you remember the Kansas City Southern Railway Company? It was being pursued by two other railways. The bidding went up. Well, maybe you don't want to sell your stock. Maybe you want to wait. Then maybe there'll be a better offer. But then again, there may not be a better offer. That might be the only offer there is. There could be a scenario, however, where an activist group that doesn't like Company B says, oh, Company B has crooks on the board of directors and lied about their financials and they've done this and they've done that and they're a bunch of blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, company A goes, so we didn't know that. And they take a look at the deal and say, well, we'll offer you $60 a share. Now, you blew it. You could have sold at $79.90. You didn't. You waited. The stock now is back to 60 and the offer goes through there. Or company A pulls their offer, says, we're not doing this deal. Or company B says, we love the fact that you made an offer to buy us out. We really appreciate it. But we're not just interested in selling at any price, piss off. And company A says, okay, we're going away. And the stock goes back to $20 a share. You blew it. You could have sold it into the run. So if the shares are a subject of a matter of a takeover and you're long stock in company B, and the shares run up to that $75, $80 neighborhood because this offer looks like it's pretty good, you can take advantage of getting out. You can get out of Dodge right now and get out. Or you could do something else. You got stock. How many shares do you got? You got more than 100 shares? Why don't you write call options against them? Why don't you write $80 call options for like 3 months, 2 months? You might get $10 a share for those. That's a little bit of extra money while you're waiting this thing out. But then again, remember, you won't get exercised if the deal falls apart and it all goes away. You'll only get your $10 gain on those options. They'll become worth zero. You'll keep the $10, but you're still long on the stock. It might go back to 20 if it all dies out. On the other hand, the deal might go through and it's an $80 deal, and congratulations, you'll be paid out when the deal is done. You'll be given a check. Your broker will get the money and deposit it into your account. You now have the cash. So that could happen too. Many scenarios. But I hope I was able to help you figure that out. There's a few scenarios, okay? Hello, Pizza Hut. I don't know what that means. Of course you helped. You explained it plain English. It's great to understand stock market finally. Thank you. Yippee okay. I love it. I love it. Hobbs about to knock the lights out at this bet. Thunderbolt. What was the name of that bat? Was it called Thunderbolt? What was the name of that bat? Bruce, have given me stamina and good strategies. Right on. Thank you. The Wen Moon. When's this going to the moon? His October calls are down for sure, as are mine. There you go. If you have a contract question, say the strike price as well as the expiration, how is it supposed to give you advice without a strike? Yeah, I don't know. I should have sold all SoFi calls when it rocketed to $25. If only you knew that at that moment in time, what would happen going forward in the future. If you knew, you wouldn't even be watching me because you knew. You'd already know. You wouldn't would never have to watch me for anything because you know everything that's going to happen in the future. You wouldn't even be here. We wouldn't even know you, Carlos. You'd be someone we've heard of. We'd never know you. Was it Talkie Dog? Uncle Bruce, I have a couple of SoFi January 2022 20 strikes at 256. Now there's how you do it right there. This Talkie Dog, you are a refreshing bit of good news right here. This is exactly how I would love my viewers to say, Bruce, I have a question about an option I got. Here's what I got. I have a SoFi January 22 $20 strike at 256. This is what I got. Okay, I got a couple or whatever. Should I buy more at 119 to lower my cost? Or should I buy January 22 17 and a halves for 167? Now this makes it. The only thing Toki Dog didn't tell me was he has calls. He didn't say he had call contracts. He just said he had a couple of SoFi Jan 22 20s. I intimated and I guesstimated that he's long 2 call contracts all by myself because I got all this info here. This is helping me out. Those of you who would like to ask me questions on stocks and on options, especially on options, this is the way you do it. Tell me what you have by saying the name of the stock. How long is the contract good for? What's the strike price of the contract? And then whatever information you want to give me. This makes it a lot simpler. Thank you so much. What should you do? Well, okay, so you can buy either $20 SoFi calls to average down, or you could pick off some 1750s and come in closer to the money, right? I recommend coming closer to the money. Yeah, coming in closer to the money. Buy some 1750s because if the stock goes up in price, your 20s will go up as well, but they'll go up in pennies, not in nickels or dimes. Whereas the 1750 at 167, good until January 2022, it will be in the money 250 earlier than the 20s. It'll be in the money a lot sooner. Right now, you're still $3.13 away, $3.13 away from the money versus 5 or 6 or whatever it is, 5.70 away from the money. So if you can afford 15s, I'd recommend you get those over the 1750s, even that. But it's a question of the premiums. The premium 167, fair enough. But over the between 20s and 1750s, I say 1750s. Okay, there you go. I'm not testy or anything. I'm just trying to be particular about what's going on. Anyway, thank you everybody so much. But too late, so carry on. Don't know what you're trying to say, Carlos. Okay. Hey, Uncle B, why is CNBC so worried about all oil prices? What's the big deal? I don't get it. Karim, oil used to be at one time an economy crusher. It used to be known as an economy crusher. And politicians were terrified of high oil prices at one time because the US economy, the Canadian economy, the German economy, the British economy, all the Western world economies, we were addicted to this $3 oil price that used to exist at one time. $2 a barrel, $3 a barrel, $4 a barrel, cheap Middle East oil, and tons of it. And the Middle East countries were happy to have super tankers of oil just leave their territory and go to the Western world. And they were happy to get their $3 a barrel. And at one time, the economies of the Western world were addicted to oil for everything. Gasoline, additives, fertilizer, plastics, every use you can imagine. And we were terrible at using it. We were very inefficient because it was such cheap crap. It was cheap. We had it in North America. It was everywhere in the world. There didn't seem to be any issue about supply problems with oil until 1973 when the oil embargo hit. That was the wake-up call. That was a wake-up call that changed everything. When oil went from $2-3 a barrel to about $10 a barrel in like a month. And that upset the apple cart everywhere. It completely knocked the American economy, the Canadian economy, the European economy on its butt. And we realized right at that moment in time, we have a number of problems. And one of them is we use way too much of this stuff in way too much of everything. And homes were being heated by bunker fuel, oil bunker fuel, and furnaces were burning this crap and shooting it up our chimneys in our neighborhoods. And we were suffering from acid rain and everything else. It was just terrible. This is the 60s and the 70s, but mainly the 70s. And at that point in time, the beginning of the beginning was this is where it all began. The beginning of the beginning about governments thinking, you know what? We got to be more efficient with this stuff. We should use less of it. That's number one. If we used less of it, the impact on us from these Middle East countries would be far less. And we wouldn't be held hostage by these guys. If we could get cars, like if instead of driving a V8 powered Chevy Nova mid-size car, we could be driving a 4-cylinder Nissan Altima car or a Chevy Malibu, and use half the fuel or use a third of the fuel for millions of vehicles across the road, we'd be better off. If we could create engines that could give us 50% better performance on using less of this stuff and burning it cleaner, that would be better on many, many fronts, including the environment. And we did, and we really did. The North American and European economies shifted dramatically, and it's been going on ever since, and it is still happening. And so we're no longer as addicted as we were. But the old school thinking, and sometimes CNBC kind of forgets, they want to talk about oil like it's a great, big deal. And yeah, it's a big deal, but not as big as it used to be. Because here we are at $65 a barrel in modern times, 2021. And it's not crushing our economies whatsoever. The North American standard of living just keeps on rolling along, and we still take plane rides. We still drive cars. And shockingly, Europeans, whenever they come to North America, they haven't lately because of travel, but when they do, They land at JFK, and then they land in Denver, and they land in LA, and they land in Phoenix, and they land in Dallas, like Dallas, and they go around driving around in Dallas, and what do they see on the highways? F-150s and GMCs and Dodge Rams everywhere. Pickup trucks, like you can't believe pickup trucks. For people who don't need pickup trucks, they just drive them in the city because they like them. Because in North America, we can get a gallon of gas for 1/4 the price of everywhere else in the more developed world. Shocks them to no end. What can I say? Anyway, it used to be a big, big deal. And so that's why. But yes, oil is and still is a big part of our world, very much so. But there are those out there who would or keep pushing and pushing. We can get by on less. We can get by on less. We can do a lot better without a lot of this stuff. Electric cars, solar energy, wind power. Yeah, this planet is evolving. But is it taking us a little too long? Maybe it is. I don't know. Anyway, there it is. What can I say? To be fair, in February, March, you said October's were good because January's weren't available yet. And to be fair, I will accept that as an argument. No problem. Uncle Bruce gives me courage again. Good vibes are back. Thank you. Let's see what else is going on here. You know what, Bruce? If it goes up 35 cents a day for the next 5 months, I'll be a happy guy. Me too. Absolutely. Anyway, I can't figure out how to unmute this video. Well, it's either on your thing on YouTube over here, or it's your computer, or somewhere. But I'm here. I'm all right. I don't know. How long can a stock be halted? Actually, how long can a stock halt last? Can market makers actually hold the price until some huge announcement is made later in the day? A halt can be done at the request of the public company, pending a major announcement. Halt can be made from regulators seeking further clarification from a public company. A halt can be done by the exchange, not the market makers, but the stock exchange. But a halt can be announced because of an imbalance of orders, too many buy orders, too many sell orders, not enough buy orders, not enough sell orders, whatever the imbalance is. Halts can be a minute, can be 5 minutes, can be any length of time that the exchange feels necessary. So it can go a day, it can go a week if necessary. There could be issues, way more than just buys and sell problems. JK, if you're on a computer, make sure you check the keyboard and desktop. Okay, there's advice being given on how to unmute a computer. SoFi has only been publicly traded for 11 weeks. I have January options that expire for 5 months. I'm holding my horses now. You're talking. Carter, selling a contract does the inverse of what buying does, right? So if I sell a put, it's like buying a call. Well, no. Buying a call has unlimited upside. So if you buy, let's say it's GameStop. You buy a 165 call on GameStop, and it costs you $15 to buy the call, and the stock goes to $265 a share during the time you own the contract, and it's still valid. You have a $100 contract. Unlimited upside. It goes to $565, $1,065, $1,065. Unlimited upside buying a call long. Writing a put. If you're writing a put and you're getting $10 for it, you can only make $10. The put can go to zero. You can buy it back for nothing, and you make the full $10. That's the difference. So it's kind of the same in that, yes, you can make money if the stock goes up in price. Yes, the effect, if the shares go up, is the same. Both of you get richer. But the call option buyer, the risk taker, the big risk taker, has unlimited upside potential. So there's that. Okay. Bruce, appreciate the info on company buyouts. Thumbs up for you. Thank you. Yay. Hi, Uncle Bruce. Thank you for pointing out that Cisco, January 22 strike 55. It is doing nicely. When should I consider taking profits? Nicely done. Just write it out. You're going into the 60s. You're going to do very nicely. Thank you very much. There's no pressure on you to sell and run away. You're going to do very well here. It's a question of just how greedy are you? You're up 40 cents right now, 58.62. The shares are going into the mid 60s. So, Just ride it out. I'm very happy. That's very nice. Yes, call contracts. My bad. Yes, Bruce, call contract. Yay, hey Bruce. I gave 2 SoFi January strike puts for November. I gave. Any advice? Just kidding. You're killing me. Yippee. Hi, Uncle Bruce. I got on expiry. Should I put in the now butter first? Oh, what? You know what you're talking about, but Uncle Bruce can't read your mind. Need details. Ryan, SoFi just needs to buy Google, and then we'll be set. That's it. Just take him over. End the suffering, will you? Just make an offer, take him out. I got the January 2022 17.5 call contracts, 166. Thank you. Yes, sir. Right on. Rock that, baby. All right. Where are we at right now? We've got the market here. Robinhood up 369. We got the Dow up 273, 274. We have S&P up 45, NASDAQ up 242. Good day today. NASDAQ is the big winner today. SoFi up 38 cents to 1442. Go SoFi. GameStop up 590 to 165.20. ATIP up 6 cents to 394. AMC up 262 to 3702. Matterport is down just 2 cents at 1391. 23andMe 830 down 41, going the wrong direction. Fifth Wall down 2 cents, not moving anywhere yet. Today was the day that it became smart rent, so stock symbol changed later this week. Vector Acquisition up 41 cents to 1088, holding a gain all day. Nice. Spire Global 836 down 69 cents, down all day. Not nice. Cyxtera up 23 cents to 826. It's been up most of the day today. That's the deal right there. Up 78 cents on IBM, 139.89. And there we have it. Those are the markets. Let's just see what our stock's going to do from here. We're down to 22 minutes till the close. 22 minutes till the close. You think Uncle Bruce is feisty this afternoon? Wait for the day. There's a bagel shortage. Oh, gosh, no. CNBC needs tons of oil to lube up as they try to screw retail investors. Oh, you kids. Kareem. Oh, I see your first mistake watching CNBC. Going forward, shut off CNBC. Avoid the hype in this direction. Life will get much better. Carlos, CNBC has an audience that doesn't use the internet to research. Apparently only meme stock info online. Drops Family Garden. I think I need me a pickup truck, Bruce. I need me's as needs me's a pickup trucks. Oh, boy. I have mostly trucks. Oh boy. What else is going on here? I have solar and wind. There you go. Oh, gosh. Don't unmute it. Just watch Uncle Bruce yell without the volume. Sometimes that's just as entertaining. Mr. Seneca, my Volvo SX90 has a 4-cylinder turbo and supercharged, gets great gas mileage, and has lots of power. They know how to build a vehicle. Rita, can't get sound back on my YouTube. Any suggestions? Restart. That might be it. Bruce, my computer told me to hit any key to proceed. Where is any key? Thank you. I did the restart, still not back. Now what? It's a nice green Monday. Options are like insurance. One party collects a premium, and the other side is paying a premium. That's true. Hit something on top before. I don't know. It does the same thing to the underlying stock, but one got premium, the other gets upside downside. 169.74 is my guess for GameStop at the close. Is John Van. 165.30. There you are. Rita, come back. Don't know why, but thanks. You came back. Oh, good. Uncle Bruce, I own 2 something of, and are these any good? Thank you for the halt rules in the stock market. I invested in a biopharma that announced something later today, and they're being halted for the past 4 hours. Past hour plus. Okay. Probably hit the sound button. No bagel shortage here. I have 3 packages of them in the freezer. Laughing out loud. I figured when I was looking at options last week that AMC was going to target price 40. Am I wrong? AMC turning. I don't know. Well, I don't know if you're wrong. I don't know if you're right. I have no idea. My stocks are up today like crazy. Hope Bruce's stocks start going up eventually. My best ones are Facebook, Snap, Microsoft, Nvidia, Apple. Are the speakers plugged in? Make sure nothing's plugged into your audio. Is there power? Uncle Bruce, GameStop, $200 puts. January 23 are $10,000 each. If I'm prepared to buy GameStop at $200 over 1.5 years, glad doing it, means I'm getting 10 grand now, $625 a month income. Sounds too good to be true. Well, okay, so yeah, it's kind of weird. Puts January 20. I gotta look at this. Let me see what's going on here. January 2023, you say. Let me take a look here. Oh my gosh, you crazy kids. Here we go. There we go. All right, yeah. So the 200s last trade at $103 a share. And so yeah, I mean, look, you're being paid, if you write this, you're being paid $103 to buy the stock at 200 until January 2023. That's the risk they're asking you to take. Now, let's say for fun, nothing happens. The stock's at 165 then. That contract was worth $35. You get to keep the $65 difference, or $68. It's all yours. So that's $6,800 contract. You know, write 10 of them, $68,000. Write 100 of them, 680 grand. Am I right? 6,800 per 68,000. Yeah, 680,000. How about making $680,000 by writing 100 call contract, put contracts against this? I don't think you can sell it many. I doubt the bid is good for that, but. Yeah, there you go. You could do that. You could theoretically write $150 put contracts, good till January 2023. You'd be paid $68 a share if you wrote the 150s, and you're now on the hook to buying this stuff for $82 a share is what you'd be paying for GameStop. You know, you could write those. So there you go. Okay. I sold my first covered call on GameStop. A 175 strike expires September 10 for $12.85. Now, there you go. Now we're talking. Look at that. I like it. This is exciting stuff. September 175. There we go. Yeah. So you sold them at $12.85 and sorry, covered call 175. Sorry, 175. Here we are, 175. September 10. Let me take a look at that. There it is, 175. There it is. Yeah, trading 1182 right now. You're doing great. You're doing great. You are in effect saying if you want to take them off of me, you got to give me a total of $187.85 because that's 175 plus 12.85. Thank you for the 187. They're trading at 165 right now. Well done. These will expire about $1 a day, about maybe 80 cents a day. They will drop in value if the stock doesn't go anywhere. Obviously, you're about 930 out of the money. And so these are going to be worth zero. You can keep it all if you hold it till the end. But yeah, nice going. This is great. I laugh out loud. My September 10 Cisco 58 covered calls are looking iffy. Of course, I wrote them 25 minutes before the stock started shooting up 3 days ago. Now they're up 250% in better value. Well, Carlos, you can buy them back and resell 60s for September 17 or September 24 and just roll them over and pull the string on them. You up to you, my friend. Cisco right now, as we were saying, it's now, where is that now? 58.63 is the stock. So there you go. You're kind of in and at the money. They're up today, 40 cents a share. So, you're going to have to decide what you want to do. But again, there will be depreciation of time going forward, obviously, this next week. But they are worth, at the moment, 62 cents book value. So keep an eye on that. Does the speaker on your screen have an X on it? Okay. Rita, do you have headphones? Uncle Bruce, is your refrigerator running? DUN, do you probably need the $20,000 as cash in your deposit, though? You're probably going to need the money in cash, yeah. You better go catch it. Yeah, margin going to kill me. Do you have to have 100 shares GameStop to write the put contracts? No, you don't. No, you need margin quite a lot, though. So his question is, you're willing to sit on 20,000 cash while writing that put to gain 10 grand, effectively having 10K in the deal. What is the smart rent symbol? We don't know yet. I guess it can become ugly if GameStop suddenly drops to 100 or so and having margin issues. I guess I need to do some research on margin requirements. I am still an overall Cisco winner until 59.31. I say yes. Okay, because you wrote your call. You're still a winner right up to that. Yes, and the time in the meantime will be your friend. Got it. Yes, Carlos. Fumbler. Woohoo! Okay, thank you, Fumbler. Thanks for coming out. Yo, 45.73 on Robinhood, up 309. 14.44 on SoFi, up 40 cents. Let's take a look at the market. We have the Dow up 253, S&P up 42, NASDAQ up 234. We have 13 minutes to go in the day. GameStop up 644 to 165.74. ATIP at 391, up 3.5 cents. AMC up 251. Matterport up 3 cents. It's climbed out of the dungeon, 13.97. 23andMe not climbing out of the dungeons, going into the dungeon at 8.32, down 40 cents. FWAA, Fifth Wall, which is now known as Smart Rent, symbol will change in the next day or so. We'll let you know the symbol as soon as we know it. Down 3 cents to 11.57 right now. Vector Acquisition 1090 up 43 cents. Spire down 72 cents to 8.33. What's wrong with that? Sextera up 16 cents to 8.20. Come on, you can go higher. Vanik doing great, up 7.49. Home Depot down $1.24 to 3.28. IBM up 70 cents. Microsoft up 65. Apple up $1.71. Tesla up $25. Bed Bath & Beyond 27.42 up 82 cents. BlackBerry up 50 cents to 10.13. That's where some of those are at. I note that the cruise shares are slightly higher today, but not by a ton. Okay. There it is. Yeah. Looking at some news announcements and stuff. See what's going on here. Welcome. Okay, why would anyone jeopardize their GameStop AMC shares on options? Is this beside me? Hello, mother of all short squeezes. John, I don't know how long you've been waiting for the mother of all short squeezes. I don't know. I don't know how long you're going to be waiting. I just don't see the GameStop shares going from 160 something a share, 165, to 1,065 tomorrow morning. I just don't see it. And I don't see it this week, and I don't see it this month, and I don't see it next month either. So while we're waiting, you might as well be paid to wait. And if you can earn almost $1 a day per share to wait, why don't you take that money? It's like a free gift from the option gamblers. Let the gamblers gamble. You take the money. So you don't need 100 shares to write a put contract, only to write a covered call. Yes, to write a covered call, you need 100 shares. To write a naked call, you need margin. To write a naked put option, you need margin. And that's what you'd be doing with a put, writing a put. You're just writing it naked. Your broker just wants to know whether you have enough margin availability, enough capital to be able to buy the stock if you write a put. If you are writing a put on SoFi at $15, you have to be able to pay $1,500 for 100 shares of SoFi if you were to be exercised. Now, you might be paid $2 up front, $200 up front to write the contract. Actually, you now only need $1,300 because $1,500 is the total commitment. Here's $200. You come up with $1,300. That's what you need. Your broker might say $1,300 is what you want to have. That's what I want. Other brokers might say, no, I only need half the money. I need $750. The other half I'll lend you on a margin account. It's a $15 stock. I'll lend you $750 a share of the $15 a share you need to come up with. So you come up with $750. Oh, you have $200 because you just sold the contract. Come up with $550. Or come up with $750 and keep the $200 lying around at a little excess margin. We'll be fine. We'll be friends. It'll be great. If it's GameStop, 100 shares, you're going to do one put contract. That's $16,500 in 100 shares. You might need $8,200 in margin. You might. Now, if you get $1,000 to write a put contract, $10 a share, there's 1,000 of your 16.5. I'm assuming you're writing a 165. If you're writing a $150 put contract, you're on the hook for a $15,000 purchase. And you're getting 1,000 up front, you now have 1,000, you need 14 more. But if the broker says, I'll lend you half the price of that. Pardon me. I'll lend you half the price of that $150 stock. You need 7,500. I'll lend you 7,500. You got 1,000. You only need 6,500 more. That might be the deal. Each brokerage firm is different. You have to check it out. You're going to need a margin account to do it, though. I believe that's how it's going to go. Okay. AMC is losing its gains. It's still up 222. Let's see. Uncle Bruce, how about GameStop puts? $50 January 2023 going for $10 a piece. Free income? Sounds like no risk for me to do a few of these. Look into it. I'd look into it. Let's see. Maybe not 160 to 1,000, but we've seen GameStop shoot out of nowhere like no other stock. I agree. I totally agree. But I don't see that happening right now. It's no volume, no stories, no nothing. Nick, hey, Uncle B, why do some stocks have weekly options and some only have monthly options available? Volumes. If there's enough option volume, the options market people will create weeklies so that contracts expire every Friday, just like they do right now with GameStop. Mature companies who've been around a while have enough option activity, they'll have weekly contracts expired. That's all it is. The brand new companies have to be around a while. Margarine is bad for you. Okay, Rita, if you're asking these types of questions, you need to read books and take on online courses. You simply don't have the basic understanding of how things work. You really screw yourself on this. You got to take my classes. You got to take my lessons. Check my lessons out. Hello, Uncle Bruce. I bought a put on Royal Caribbean. Strike $100 for January 21, January 21st, 2022 at 2307. Now the cruise lines can start tanking. Now you're talking. Now, Mirko, I got you. Okay, that's exactly right. Now, if the shares go down on Royal Caribbean because you own a $100 put contract, that is 20. How much in the money now? You are. There we are. You're about $20 in the money right now. Stock's at $80.13. We'll round it out. You're $20 in the money. I love it. I love this contract. So the shares go to 70. You're $30 in the money. Your contract is worth 30 book value plus premium, time premium, that wristwatch, until, in this case, January 21st, 2022. Nicholas Tapp. Thank you, Nicholas, for your donation on PayPal. I just saw it come in. So Marco, yeah, man, you're in the chips now. So this stock tanks to 75, you're up $5 because for every dollar the stock drops now, this contract will gain $1 book value. Of course, it will shrink a little bit of this $3 of premium you're paying, but this is $3 of premium until January 2022. Obviously, the shares, I think, will drop more than $3. They're going to go much lower. Now, if they go down to 65, you got a $35 contract plus a couple of bucks premium. You got a $37 contract. Thing goes to $50 a share, you got a $51 contract. Nice. No, you're gonna make money. Mirko, you're gonna make money. That's all there is to it. John, if I heard if I've been here since mid-January with all my dumb questions, the stupid option buys, you would remember me. I haven't missed a thumbs up twice a day since plus recap and trivia. Anyway, John, I love you. I always have, and I always will. And you're always welcome here, and you're great. And I love questions from you anytime, any day, no matter what. There's no dumb question. Let's see what's going on here. The only way GameStop goes above 1,000 is if they can directly beam the games into your brain, so you don't have to use controllers or anything else to play the game. Well, maybe that's what they're doing in Cuba right now to the American diplomats. Maybe they're trying to do that. Drops Family Garden. Arita, I'm staying away from options until I fully understand it. And now you're talking. There you go. Carlos, GameStop depreciation is crazy. My September covered call is already 25% up, and the stock is higher when I wrote it a few hours ago. How about that? I better put it back then. Pun intended. Womp womp. Okay. Fenville, Uncle Bruce, this is so weird. I just bought 3 contracts of GameStop. 155 put expires this Friday. Somehow Fidelity counts those 3 contracts against my total owned shares of GameStop. Is that right? They count them against Because so you just bought 3 contracts, 3 put contracts. So you're long 3 put contracts. And Fidelity counts those 3 contracts against my total own share of GameStop. Is that right? I'm lost on this one, Fenville. I don't know what they're doing. I'm at a complete loss what's going on, because these brokers, everyone's different. They all have their own systems. They have their own unique quirkiness. They have their own in-house whatevers. Don't know if they're screwing anything up or whether they're showing it in a different manner. How you're interpreting what you're looking at, I don't know. 164.47 on GameStop. That I do know. We have 3 minutes to go. We're still up 517, but we are off the highs of the day, which were 167.29. Kind of weird out there. That may the blessings of Ganesh be upon you. Is that a good thing? I don't know. If that's a good thing, I'm happy. Anyway, Fenville, GameStop, no, Fidelity counts them against your margin available. Before I bought that put, I have 415 shares left. I put in the 3 contracts for covered call, then bought the put. Now that I can do only 1 covered call. So they're only allowing you to write 1 covered call against your 400 shares because you bought these puts. That doesn't sound right. Yeah. Fenville, maybe they have to sell your shares if you get assigned, or they have to count them against your stock. I don't know. Did you write the puts? You didn't buy them. Did you write? You sold the puts. That might be the scenario. They're using your stock as margin to cover the margin requirement on the put contract. That might be it, Fenville. That might be it. Okay. I'm guessing now because we're working here at the end here, but that might be it. Because your GameStop shares are providing your margin. That could be what's going on. If you sold 3 covered calls to buy it, you would only have 100 shares to sell a covered call. I bought the put, she says. I purchased the put. So that shouldn't have anything to do with margin whatsoever. You may want to give them a phone call and find out what they're doing, just to verify that, because there's a glitch somewhere in the system. If you bought those puts, okay. 2 minutes to the close. We're up 215 on the Dow, 214 right now, up 37 on S&P, up 223 on NASDAQ. Oil up 332 a barrel to 65.46. Coming into the final bell here. SoFi 14.42 up 39 cents. Robinhood holding a 248 gain, but it's down on the day from the highs. GameStop 164.90, 164.74 up 5.44 on the day. ATIP up 6 cents. AMC up 2.17. Matterport up 3 cents. 23andMe down 42. Fifth Wall up 4. Vector up to $11, up 53 cents. Spire down 72 and Sixter up 13 cents. There's where we're at right now. Oh, that's odd, says DQ. I paid $154 premium for a total of $464 for the 3 puts. And you bought the puts that expire this Friday, I think you said. And they were what, 150? Were they 155? 150? I forgot the price you said they were. 155s or something like that. They were probably 155s. Guessing. Kind of weird. I read as you sold 3 covered calls to buy the put. That is in the shoes. 300 was going. I'm sorry for not misreading it. That's my history show. The bell is going. Thank you, everybody, for the bell. Dow went, Uncle Bruce, I bought 5 Matterport options. January 21, $10 for $4.40 a piece. You're buying contracts that are in the money, $4 a piece. That's a nice cheap premium. That's very good. We're close as DQ. Yes, we're done for the day. Matterport $13.97 up 4 cents on the day. That's a good purchase on those Matterport options. Win. I like that. All righty. GameStop 164.95 up 565 final trade. And the one. Hang on. The 155 contracts. 130 to 38, 157.50 is 184 to 193. I'm not sure which ones were purchased there, but whatever. This trade is turning into a fairy tale riddle. There we go. It is what it is. I bought GameStop 155 puts. That's what you bought. Okay. So you paid 170 something, and now they're trading at about 130.38. So you're gonna shrink quickly here unless the stock takes a little shot down, which it can at any time. We know. So let's see what happens. Okay, interesting. Okay. Here we go. I've been trying to follow the market, and it seems Matterport premiums are low right now. Well, if they're low and you like it, I say go. Way to go. All right. Cool. Interesting. We are finalizing the day here. We're all done. We ended up here with a gain of 215 for the Dow. It was holding pretty steady all day long here today. S&P up 37.8, NASDAQ up 227, up 1.55% on the NASDAQ, 0.85% on S&P, and 0.61 on the Dow. So the NASDAQ is 2.5 times the Dow today for performance. Really good. Interesting. Foot Locker and Adidas joined the list of companies citing COVID-related supply chain challenges in Vietnam heading into the holiday shopping season. Yeah, you're going to hear more of this, a lot more of this. It's going to be a rough Christmas for certain retailers, I think, because of supply chain problems. I have a suspicion we might be into something there that we weren't talking about a while ago. I've been talking here about the supply chain problems that have been showing up in factory-to-factory scenarios, computer chip shortages, of course, and other parts. But here we have retailers admitting that even from Vietnam, they are having trouble getting products from there to North America. We always talk about the China problem. We're now talking about the Vietnam problem. I'm wondering about the Indonesia problem. I'm wondering about the India problem, the Bangladesh problem, Pakistan problem, other problems getting goods from certain locales to markets. This could be a very delicate fall and winter season. Drops family garden. Bestows you happiness, wisdom, health, prosperity. Okay, there's too much happiness from here. What do you mean with retailers in Christmas? Santa makes the toys. Well, Santa gets them made by under contract. Then he works out the deal for container shipping, and then he kind of gets them on a sleigh. And it's a supply chain problem. If Santa can't get the parts, Santa can't make the toys either. You see. Yeah, shoelace problems and other things. There you go. Yes, well, okay, whatever. 164.51 on GameStop after market right now, down 44 cents. NASDAQ finished at record high. NASDAQ hits a record high today as stocks rally across the board. How about that? The Dow and S&P, I think, are just behind, like right behind. Almost record, but not quite record high. Okay. It was a good day today for the NASDAQ markets. Definitely a good day today. All righty, there you have it, guys. There's the dealio. Most interesting. Bruce is the root of our stock sleigh. I'm not sure how to think about that. Yeah, okay. Matterport likes the aftermarket. Well, let's take a look here. 14.17 up 20 cents. Yeah, I like it too. That's pretty cool. Nice to see Matterport doing that. MTTR, what is the dealio on Matterport Heo? Up 3,000 on 3,500 volume, 14.19. Not sure if that's real or just a little blip, but I like it. Yeah, I like it. Okay. Yeah, check out his nose. SoFi volume below the average past 2 days seems to be returning to the pre-crash level. So maybe we'll be back on the steady recovery trend we were on before. Well, this is the thing about SoFi. If volume on SoFi begins to drop because there's a lack of stock coming in, there's just not that desperate selling trend that it's drying up, it'll go higher because I think there's a steady wave of buying constantly going to come into the stock. It's just going to keep coming. Keep coming. That'll move it higher. And the higher it goes, the higher the volume will get. Because people will want to get in on the action. Most of it, it's going to be interesting. Most of the big harbors in Asia are closed or only work on fractions of their capacity. So the big cargo ships are waiting in line to get loaded. That's what's breaking up supply. There you go. I repossess Santa Sleigh. Christmas is over, says Drops. Hold. Uncle Bruce, I recall you saying to be careful with leverage because stocks are at all-time highs. But you also said there's a lot of money in stock market will likely crash. Can you tell us more? There's a lot of money out there. I heard this morning that what was it? Was it J.P. Morgan? He was one of the big investment bankers in the U.S. One of the analysts was talking about the Fed, the Federal Reserve, and was commenting that for the next the rest of this year, next 12 months, the Fed would be supplying the money markets with $1 trillion, a trillion, another $1 trillion coming into the markets for liquidity. Yeah, the markets are going higher. They're just going to go higher. Wow, unbelievable. Boy, I don't even know what that means. Let's see. So if I wrote GameStop September 10th covered call strike, 165 for 14 and a half and 170 for 12.73. What happens to the 165? They were in the money just before the close. Nothing. Nothing happens. They're going to continue to depreciate now because as every day goes by, no matter what the price of the stock is, if the shares are around 165, these contracts will shrink to be worth only their book value, if there is a book value. Now, of course, as of this moment in time, we're talking about a September 10 contract. So let me go up to September 10 right there. There we go, September 10. The 165s closed at 1440 to 1635. That's the bid and the ask, 1440 to 1635. Last trade 1526. And the 170s are trading right now between 1305 and 1475. Last trade 1373. Those are the quotes right now. So the 165s right now in the aftermarket are worth nothing because the stock's at 164.80. The reason they're trading, of course, at 1440 to 16 bucks is time, September the 10th. But of course, tomorrow we have one less day left in this contract's life. And then on Wednesday, another day less, and so on and so on. And so these contracts are shrinking rather quickly here. 1/15 of their value every day right now because there are only 15 trading days. As a matter of fact, I think there's only 14 trading days as of this morning. Now there's 13 trading days tomorrow because there's a holiday Monday coming up, Labor Day. No trading on Labor Day. These contracts and the stock will not trade on Labor Day. So these contracts will drop in value very quickly, maybe $1 a day against the time value. Now, tomorrow, if GameStop were to close tomorrow night at 167, the 165s would be $2 in the money. And the rest of the value of the 165s would be time value. But since we've lost today and we'll have lost tomorrow, the contracts will probably be trading at $14 to $15. Even if the stock goes to 167, they won't go up because the gain in value of the stock is offset by the loss of time value on both 165s and the 170 contracts because they expire on September the 10th. So this week is a killer week, a real killer. There is 1/3 of the time value evaporating from the value of these contracts. So for the 165s, they're going to lose almost $5 this week in time value. The 170s will lose this week almost $4, $3.50 time value this week alone. That's just going to shrink them down. So the shares actually have to go up $4, $5, $6 this week just for these contracts to hang on to their prices that they had this morning. Now, what could happen tomorrow in the first couple of hours of trading? GameStop could go down to 158 tomorrow for the first 2 hours. Could trade at 158 for a while. That would be really bad for these contracts because, of course, They'll drop in value because the stock is dropping in value and the time is evaporating on them. They're getting hit from both ends here. The candle is burning at both ends. And so if the shares were to drop $6 a share to 158, the 165s could easily drop to say $11 to $10 range very quickly. The 70s could drop to the 850 range, right? Just like that. That could happen if the shares were to drop $6 a share just tomorrow. If tomorrow, though, nothing much happens, the stock fluctuates up and down a little bit, up and down a little bit, but closes at 164.65, these contracts will each lose about $1 tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, if the stock drops $5 on Wednesday, they will drop another $5, $6 each dramatically. So they are precarious. They're hoping for a run on the stock. That's what these contracts are hoping for, a run. Today, they went up $5.65. That's not a run. It was a $5.65 gain. It was nice. It was great. It was wonderful. But it was $5.65. It wasn't $50 a share. It wasn't $20 a share. It was $5.65 today. Tomorrow, what if the Dow takes a pause tomorrow for a day or so? Maybe the Dow is up 50 points on the opening and then it's down 250 points during the rest of the day tomorrow. It just kind of meanders along and gives away all the gain it got today, or gives away half the gain. It could happen. GameStop might be back to 160 tomorrow night, tomorrow afternoon. If it goes back down $5, $4 or $5 a share, these contracts will drop $2 or $3 each. And if the shares stay at 160 for the rest of the week, these contracts will stay down here. They will end up losing $5, $6 this week easily. If the shares hit 155 by Friday, these contracts will be down to $5, $6 each. They'll be way down. So there's an opportunity to buy them back for a super cheap price. Say thank you very much. Wait the weekend out. See what happens next week. Shares pop back to 160.65. Write them again. Thank you. Let's see what happens. All kinds of possibilities. So many possibilities. But no one's going to exercise your contracts. So you're fine. You're in great shape. There you go. Okay. What is your opinion on makes SoFi not a good stock to sell options on because of the possibility of takeoff as opposed to GameStop? Well, Joshua, the thing about SoFi is the stock right now is trading at what, 14.43 in the aftermarket. Great to see here. By the way, it's unchanged in the aftermarket. What's Matterport doing? It's now 14.15 in the aftermarket. Yay. SoFi is the kind of a stock, in my humble opinion, that could get a buy recommendation first thing tomorrow morning from Goldman Sachs. Could happen. With a $25 target price in 6 months. Hour later, JP Morgan could come out with a buy recommendation on SoFi. $35 target price in a year. 15 brokerage houses this week could all come out with buy recommendations on SoFi. This can happen on any stock at any time by anybody, all right? SoFi, I would put the odds are higher for SoFi to be covered by analysts rather than lower. Just my opinion. I'm not going to say it's going to happen, but it could. Any kind of announcement, any one house, just one brokerage firm of note, coming out with a buy recommendation, an overweight recommendation, a $25 to $35 target pricing, anything like that, this stock, SoFi, could go up $5 in one day. In an hour, it could go up $5 and not look back. And not look back. It won't go back down again. It'll just stay there now. And that's the new level. And it'll now start at 19. And from there, it will just do whatever it does. That's why I don't like the idea of writing $15 call contracts right now. Because you might get $2, $2.20, $2.40, whatever you're getting, but you've locked yourself in. And if the shares go to 20 to 25 to 30, you've just given away $10 a share that you didn't have to give away. And that extra 10, that first 5 is great, but the next 10 is everything. And if you've got 1,000 shares and you give away $10 a share that you shouldn't have given away, that's 10 G's you gave away. That's a lot of money on how much money you've got. I mean, look, 1,000 shares at 15 a share is 15,000. You take 15 and turn it into 30. That's a lot of money. And so this is why I say wait it out. Let the stock go to the 20, 25, 30 range and then write options up there. Yes. The day will come you will write options, but not down here. That's why I say just sit tight, sit back. I can't tell you when it's going to happen, but when it happens, it will be severe, dramatic. And you're going to go, ooh, thank God I didn't write any calls against those. But then, up to you. Anyway, there's no premium SoFi yet. Very low premiums, that is. Beach Boy, you can get exercise at any time if the stock is above your strike price. But it's not very likely until the end of the contract. But it could happen at any time. You'll get the money and you'll just buy it back. Exactly. I'm hoping SoFi is my next cash cow. Me too. I want you people out there to have $30 SoFi stock. And I want you telling me how many gazillions of dollars you made because of what you did with that SoFi stuff. That's what I'm looking for. You betcha. I like it. I like the stock. Anyway, there you go. There it is. Technically, they could exercise you below the price, but technically they don't. But if you want to get technical, they could, but they won't. There you go. 14.16 on Matterport, up 19 cents a share. I don't know why. I just like it. I just like the fact that it is up that much. I'm a happy guy. Yay. Wish I knew, but I can't say. It could be at any time. Same thing with Matterport. There could be 5 more buy recommendations coming on Matterport at any time from anywhere. Smart Rent. Watch out for Smart Rent now. FWAA. I think we're in for a good run coming up. And same with Rocket Lab. I think this week would be a good week for Rocket Lab. I think we're in some good times. I hope, and let's see how it works out for us. Okay. Uncle Bruce's warning not to sell reminds me of the threats of punishment I would get for doing whatever bad thing I was going to do. Nephew, the way I see it, SoFi would be 2035 right now if there wasn't any short manipulation. SoFi is poised for so many good things, only a matter of time. Oh, and it's going to be good. Drops. Well, so far I've done well keeping it simple. I think about all the GameStop calls that would have been called at any price if the technically was going to do that. Technically, yes, true. Michael, nephew, I think they would be 25 if the SEC didn't change rules on the SPACs too. Yes, if the SEC hadn't dicked around with the rules on these stocks after they went public, they followed all the SEC rules that they had in front of them when they were there, and then they changed the rules on them. I agree. Anyway, that is what it is. Oh, gosh. SoFi is also growing quite quickly in Hong Kong, I heard. I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that. Bless you, Jen. Have not heard that word myself. Anyway, there you go. There's the dealio. That's it. Folks, I'm going to pack it in. I'm going to say thank you for joining me here today for these 2 shows. Please consider checking out my channel, my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. Check out the lessons we did. 10 lessons waiting for you to be enjoyed. Learn all about options, how to write them, how to trade them, aggressive techniques, spreads. We've done a lot of work over there. You can really there's like 20 hours of stuff waiting for you to learn. Check it out. It's worth your while, and it'll be worth your pocketbook, I think, if you do it. Join me later today, 7 o'clock Eastern on Traveling with Bruce. If you're a sponsor member, the Hangout show's at 7 o'clock tonight. 8 o'clock tonight, Eastern time, 8 o'clock Eastern. Every one of you are welcome to join me on Traveling with Bruce for the traveling show, the big show. It's an open public show. We're going to talk about cruise ship news and travel news and what's going on. You're more than welcome to join us there. Thank you, all of you, in the meantime, for all your support, your kind words, becoming members of this channel, becoming subscribers of the channel. I thank you so much. Have a great evening. Stay healthy for me, and join me tomorrow morning, 8:30 in the morning. Let's make some more money tomorrow and get richer. Does that sound good to you? Sounds good to me. I want you guys to get richer. And we'll see how it goes from there. Okay, that's it. I'm out of here. We'll talk to you later, everybody. Have a great day, great night. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.